If I woke up tomorrow 50 pounds overweight and I wanted to lose that weight by the end of summer, but also keep it off so that next year I didn't have to repeat the same cycle over and over again, these are the 5 things that I would make non-negotiable starting today. And my name is Judd Ellis. I'm a men's fitness coach. I have helped dozens of men like you get in shape for good. I know how to do this because I actually grew up overweight. A couple of years back, I lost 70 pounds while building a real estate business full time and raising toddlers. So the things I'm going to break down for you in this video are the exact same habits that worked for me and for my clients. Now, elephant in the room, most of you watching this, whether you are a current client or not, you are trying to lose weight. You're trying to get in shape. And you've probably tried a lot of things before to do so. At some point in your life, you may have even lost weight, but you've gained it back. Now, what I want to show you in this video have more to do with fundamentals that will help you keep the weight off and actually enjoy it so that you don't just go lose weight for a 6-week crash diet and gain it all back, but instead you can start changing your lifestyle to include habits you're going to be able to stick with. Cool? Cool. First and foremost, you have to fix your relationship with food. And I am not really a fluffy mindset guru kind of guy, but at the end of the day, there's a lot to be said about why you eat and how you eat, because nutrition is going to make up 80% of your results, whether you like it or not. You cannot outwork a bad diet. And I know for a fact that many of you have tried this before because I've done it before. Like, you go to the gym, you get a new workout plan, download a PDF from the internet, watch some YouTube videos. Maybe you sign up for a class and you go get super sweaty in the gym. Then you come home, you eat your normal food, and you don't gain any, or you don't lose any weight. That's because at the end of the day, the thing that makes you lose weight is being in a calorie deficit. What does this mean? It means that if your body uses 2,500 calories a day to exist, think, move, breathe, digest, perform your workout, walk, all of those activities require energy. Your body's using that energy. And for example, you use 2,500 calories per day to live. If you eat 2,500 calories exactly, you're going to maintain your weight. If you eat 2,000 calories a day, you're going to lose weight. If you eat 3,000 calories a day, you're going to gain weight. You with me? Okay, that is it. It's just math. But at the end of the day, how you achieve a calorie deficit matters a lot, because a lot of you have tried things like intermittent fasting. You've tried keto, you've tried the carnivore diet. All of those different approaches, whatever they may be, are just designed to put you in a calorie deficit. The problem is most of them are not designed to feel very sustainable. However, there are a lot of things you can do with your food, with your nutrition, that will put you in a calorie deficit that don't suck. Yes, you can eat the same foods that you enjoy. You can change your schedule and your routine to fit these foods and experiences that you like while still being in a calorie deficit. For example, the last couple of months, I have lost 2 to 3 pounds a week. I am personally in a cutting phase, and I'm eating ice cream every night because I found that I like a sweet treat at night. So this is going back to why I eat. The reason I like a sweet treat at night is because it helps me feel like I'm winding down. I get home, we eat dinner, we put the kids to bed, me and my wife are sitting on the couch watching a movie. I like to reach for something sweet. And I realized that rather than fight that, and rather than say, oh, I just got to be more disciplined and eat carrots and celery, I don't want carrots and celery at night, you know? And so instead, I look at what are my options, because I know that why I want to eat, and it's important to me that I have some kind of sweet treat, is not I don't really want to eat a whole pint of Ben and Jerry's. It's just convenient and it tastes good, and so that's what I would normally reach for. So instead, if I can reach for a actual Greek yogurt protein bowl that is less than 200 calories and gives me some protein, and I plan that into my day and I find out a way to make it actually taste good, amazing. Great, that works for me. It scratches the itch of why I eat. I went and bought a Ninja Creamy so that I could make ice cream every single night. It was a couple $100. Totally worth it. Best investment I've ever made, because now I can eat a pint of ice cream every single night for less than 200 calories, 30 grams of protein. I'm eating the thing that I want to for the reason that I want to, but I made it contribute to my goals and help me actually still be in a calorie deficit. You with me? That can be anything. It can be date night, it can be snacks through the afternoon. Why do you eat those snacks? Is it actual physical hunger, or is it to address an emotional need like stress, anxiety, boredom, fatigue, whatever? If you can identify that, why you eat, you can find better substitutes that will actually contribute to helping you be in a calorie deficit while addressing the needs that most people overlook when they're just eating less food. Very cool. Second thing is plate structure. A lot of people struggle to lose weight because they make the decision every single time in the moment. If every single day you sit down and you say, well, what's for dinner? It's going to be really hard. And yes, you're going to default to the path of least resistance. So instead, I look at, all right, if every one of your plates, 80% of the time, is structured around lean protein, meaning think things like chicken, lean beef, turkey, dairy, eggs, fish, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, whey protein. Those are great options. Going for grilled rather than fried, baked, smoked. Those are great options instead of like fried, deep fried food. Adding that with veggies and fruit, and then a carb. That can be rice, that can be bread, it can be pasta. Carbs are not the enemy. But if you have a controlled portion of 1 to 2 palm-sized portions of protein, 1 to 2 fist-sized portions of veggies or fruit, and then 1 to 2 like cupped hand portions of carbs, you're going to be golden. And you can eat plates that fit that structure, whether you're cooking dinner at home, whether you're at a restaurant, whether you are on the go. But focusing on your plate structure more than obsessing over, oh, I have to eat the perfect source of protein, I have to eat the perfect, amount of calories, whatever. This will help you a lot. With that in mind, I also look at what are my go-to meals. If, like I said, every time you sit down to decide what to eat, you're making a new decision, you're going to default to the path of least resistance. So let's make that path of least resistance contribute to your goal of losing weight. When you feel overwhelmed and you default to the easiest option, it's because you either feel like you have a lack of options or you have overwhelming options. And you understand this if you sit down to decide what to eat for lunch. Let's say it's 2 in the afternoon, you've been working all morning, you didn't eat breakfast, it's 2 in the afternoon, all of a sudden the hunger hits. If you have no pre-decided options, go-to meals, you're going to just reach for the bag of chips or whatever. And then later in the day, you're still going to be starving and you're going to make worse choices at dinner and after dinner. See where I'm going with this? So I look at what scenarios do I normally eat food at home when my groceries are stocked, or at home when I have empty pantry. Eating out. What about the difference between eating out with your family versus grabbing something quick on the way home from work or at lunch, right? Think about, what if you are at the office and you either packed a lunch or didn't pack a lunch? Those are different scenarios. What about if you just have a gas station and that is all? Can you sit down? And I would actually challenge you to do this. Sit down, write down each of those scenarios. And then for each one of them, think about 3 to 5 options for each one that follow the plate structure we just talked about. Lean protein, veggies or fruit when possible, or carb. Not always going to be possible to hit all of that, but if you can think through every one of these scenarios, okay, at home, what are some good recipes that I do enjoy that are high in protein, that are not going, I'm not going to blow my calories out of the water? Cool. What are some options that I can make at home that, if I just have to reach for something in the pantry? For me, I make Greek yogurt bowls. I make protein oatmeal. I have protein pancakes that I will cook on Sunday so that I have them in the fridge ready to go. I dice up chicken from Costco and leave it in the freezer and then pull it out to defrost. You can think through some of these things that for you, maybe those don't work. Maybe those seem inconvenient. Maybe for you, all of those options are convenient. Up to you. As long as they are contributing enough protein for you, they are something you enjoy, amazing. Eating out. I like to have 3 to 5 go-to restaurants locally that I have go-to off like orders ready to go that I can think through and have locked in so I don't have to guess or make the decision in the moment. Gas stations, all of this, you're just thinking through 3 to 5 options for each one that you can go to. That way, when you find yourself in those scenarios, because you will, you'll be equipped to make the better choice rather than a lot of guys will think, okay, I have this diet, I'm going to follow this diet. That diet doesn't work for 80% of the scenarios you find yourself in. And so that's why you fall apart whenever circumstances are not ideal. Fourth thing, or yes, I believe this is fourth. Okay, a structured workout plan. A lot of guys will just go into the gym and they will not know what to do. And that's cool. Like there's a lot of machines, a lot of weight. You probably did stuff in college and you might go in and just do the same stretches that you did in college, the same, bench, you bench the same weight as you did back then. The problem is that is not how muscle is built. Muscle is built by progressively overloading the amount of work that it has to do. And so the only way you can really do that is by having an actual structure to the plan that you follow. This means if all you have is just the same workout and you do it over and over again, you're not stimulating the muscle growth. You're not pushing the muscles to progress. So you need a plan that gives you some structure, that allows you to push each muscle group in the body and allows you to progress it over time. Really easy way to do this is by tracking your weights and reps. Whether you bring a notebook to the gym with you or you download an app, there are a ton of apps that'll let you do that and follow along. Every single week you can go and track your weight. If you are one of my clients, our Trainerize app that we use, you can go and track your weight and reps and progress it every single week. Now, how many workouts per week should you be doing for muscle growth? Anywhere from 3 to 5 days per week is great, especially if you're just starting out. Find what you're able to commit to consistently. That's more important than finding the optimal split. That means you can get in and out of the gym really in 20 minutes or less and still have gotten enough stimulus on your muscles that they will grow if you're following a plan that is structured. Recovery is just as important. So make sure that, you're not killing yourself every single day, 7 days a week, and not giving yourself time to recover. Make sure you get adequate sleep, you get adequate rest. If you are sore, the best thing to do is get back in the gym and hit another workout. Generally speaking, if you are on the verge of injury because you're pushing yourself too much, go and rest, go recover and prioritize that, and then get back so that you can get back into the gym stronger the next time. I'm just going to touch on this briefly as number 5. And then I have a bonus habit that I'll share with you. Indulgences are very, very important. I talked about go-to meals and scenarios, but what about those things like pizza, burger, ice cream, social scenarios, vacations? Are those out the window if you want to keep weight off? Absolutely not. The key is identifying which ones are actually important to you. So I look at indulgences as any of these foods or experiences that honestly make life enjoyable and worth it, for lack of a better word. Um, and if you think about it that way, it's like, okay, yes, I want to eat good food. I want to have great memories and experiences with people that I love. But it is also really important to me that those things contribute to my overall goals. My overall goals are not just weight loss, they are enjoyment of life. So if I were to scratch out ice cream completely for forever, I wouldn't stick with it and I wouldn't enjoy life as much. I'm just going to be honest with you. So I plan an ice cream night into my plan every single week. Does that mean I go out and I go crazy and eat a whole pint of Ben & Jerry's every single week? No. But it means that I intentionally choose to eat ice cream with my family on a weekly basis. So we go to an ice cream place that we actually enjoy. We eat food that we will enjoy. The filter that I think through is, will I remember this 2 weeks from now? If not, it's probably just a stale cookie on the counter and it's not really worth it to me. But if so, amazing, go for it. Also recognizing that there's a lot of non-food indulgences. These are things that you can look forward to every single day. What about playing with your kids when you get home from work? What about going on a walk in the morning? What about um, these moments where you get to connect with your spouse at the end of the day and talk about what you learned, what you experienced, what stresses you. Like, look for these moments in the day that feel exciting to you and focus on them. Because if your mind is constantly on food and constantly thinking about what you're going to eat, it's going to be really hard to enjoy those other things. But if you can replace that with these indulgences, both the food that is important to you and the experiences that are important to you, you're going to find it way easier to stick with. Finally, the bonus thing that I will talk about, bonus habit, is accountability. Now, for those of you who are in my program right now, um, you notice the difference when you have someone who's helping you keep these habits on track and make those decisions. If you're doing it to yourself and you're just keeping yourself accountable, that's probably why you're still stuck. Um, those in my program could vouch for the fact that I check in and I look at what's going on. I help you think critically. Having a third party perspective looking at your habits and helping you identify why you're making these choices is the missing link for most people. So if you are not part of the program, I want you to click the link down below. You'll learn a little bit more about how my one-on-one program works. Would love to chat with you. If you feel like it is a fit, you can book a time to hop on a call with me and we can see if there is a fit here to help you get to your goals and stay there. Proud of you guys. Again, these are the things that I would focus on, implement them, and see how your life changes.